Is someone talking through static?
Appears to be static coming from Mitchell's mic.
Hmm.
Don't know why it does that.
Why is this configuration stuck here? Thank you. Okay, well I've loaded it.
Alright. So everyone's here, correct?
I don't think we heard from Knore, but at least he's in the call.
I'm here.
Hello, Knore.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Everyone remember what happened last session? Or my question, does anyone remember what happened last session?
I think we blew up a wall.
No. But we tried to save it.
We
Right,
tried to blow up a
right,
wall.
I got
We were
blown
only
up by a
partially
wall.
successful.
You tried to stop a wall from being blown up. You were not trying to blow up the wall yourselves. The wall partially blew up.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
in the intervening time between the wall fucking exploding and current day in session in universe, you guys have actually managed to get a real barracks. You're no longer living in a fucking parking garage. Congrats. The city has more or less been secured at this point. There are still some areas where there are possible holdouts that pretty much just have perimeters around them. Places are still under guard, etc., etc. But you have more or less taken the city back from the pirates. And you actually haven't been told what the next missions are going to be. You don't have any real information. You, however, have been introduced to your new pilot, being a circuit, who can introduce themselves and where they see fit. All right, wonderful.
Yeah, I don't really have an introduction.
All right. So that's a new pilot. Very talkative. And so basically, you guys just have some time to kind of hang about the city. Try and secure whatever you want for the next mission that may or may not be coming. Well, that will be coming. You, as characters, don't know what's going to be coming necessarily.
Gotcha.
So you guys can kind of do whatever you want at this point. You have one downtime action each, in addition to any other random activities you may want to do.
I would like to secure a fire extinguisher.
What is
You would like to secure a fire extinguisher.
Yep.
How would you like to secure this fire extinguisher?
What's the scavenge?
Scrounge and barter?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to try and scrounge yourself up a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher can't be that hard to get. You can get an advantage, I guess. It's fucking fire extinguisher. And the way it will work is it will just be that as a fucking, I don't know, I guess a quick action, you can stop yourself from being on fire once per mission. You know what? I'll say free action.
Free action? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I assume myself being me, the person, not the mech.
You are blasting it into your fucking cockpit.
Yeah, gotcha.
You can do the mech as well if you so choose. Why not?
Peyton.
Yep.
One of my things is missing. I forgot they're called. Talents.
What talent?
House guard. Maybe that's just not on Foundry yet.
What talent?
House guard.
Uh.
If it turns on a being in Foundry, House guard makes it to where bonuses for being adjacent to me now apply 2 spaces
Extended by
away.
2. Yeah. Give me a second to look for it if I can find it. Either way, I know what it does, so it should be
Okay.
fine.
Well, I'm just telling everyone else so they know.
Mm,
Bonuses for being adjacent to you now apply 2 spaces away.
Yeah, it isn't in here, but I know it is, so it's fine.
Now is that like, as in bonuses you grant to other people or bonuses I grant to you?
Bonuses I grant to other people, such as people hiding behind me for hardcover,
Okay.
or
You're right.
I can give stuff where. Oh, never mind. For everyone else, I can. If you don't know, I can apply stuff where, if I designate you, if someone were to attack you, I can choose to react to that. I have to go find all the other stuff because it's hard to read Foundry. Peyton.
Yep.
So, are we surrounded by other people, or is it just us in the barracks?
I
back.
mean, it is a barracks that has other mech pilots.
Okay. Is it possible to use read a situation to see how they view us?
Sure.
Alright, I just gotta find where to actually use that.
Try and gauge how your fellow pilots feel about you.
Yeah. Feel about the group. Is it just a grid in my modifier?
Uh, if you have the thing?
Read a situation? Yeah.
Then you just roll read a situation. You only use your grit if you don't have a trigger.
Where's that? Oh, I'm retarded. Okay. Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's an amount of respect there. You guys are lancers,
Hmm.
and you didn't fail the last mission. You're getting more like confused looks than the rest of the team, but past that, that's all you really get.
I'm getting confused looks.
Yeah, well, not confused looks, just more like they don't have you pegged yet because you've kind of
Hmm.
just showed up.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, right. I need to roll something, right?
Oh, okay. One of the things. So, if any of you are within 2 spaces of me, and a tech attack either misses you or you succeed on a save, I can attack them back by either impairing them or jamming them.
Mm.
Great news. You get a hold of that fire extinguisher.
Just inundated with fire extinguishers.
No problems there. You realize I could probably go requisition a fire extinguisher.
Oh, it's right next to me.
Yeah, you look on the wall
Wait,
of
my
the
gun
barracks
already comes
and you
with
see
this?
that there's a fire extinguisher and you go, "Yeah, might as well take that." You just pick it up and walk away.
I mean,
When
Knore, if you have
people
some
mansion
exciting.
building can always share.
Yeah, I think Roxy's just going to get focused on hacker fix. That seems to be going well, so might as well boost that up.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
Doesn't really have anything all that exciting, and the only other thing would be to go get drunk, and this is being productive. So
Fuck cares about being productive.
true. I'm gonna head to the Red Vipers then.
Oh, okay.
It's
Go
like-
if
ahead.
things go bad, Nor,
Mhm.
just as a heads up, if this makes you change your mind, we're not coming to bail you out. You're dead
Yes.
if you get caught.
Circa
Not
has
true.
no
He
clue
could just
about
be
the favor.
arrested.
I know, but we're not bailing him out. We've done enough.
It's all right. I have better fists now. I can take them.
All right, so you start heading to the Red Viper Den.
Oh no, I'm just going to.
Nah, what's said is said. You're in there now.
Okay, I start swinging.
You start swinging.
I
You're
win.
fucking shot to death. Great session, boys. See you next, or week after next.
But I'm just gonna go word on the street, and see if there's any specific rumors about how the winds are blowing, pirates.
As you're trying to, I guess, gather information about how the what do you mean by how the winds are blowing?
Like it's like, oh hey, we're doing pretty good, right? Yeah, but oh, I hear, you know,
Oh, they're planning a fucking counterattack. Shit like
yeah,
that.
or like I heard this.
Yeah, sure. You can use War on the Street for some gather information.
Yeah, it's just gonna be flat.
Both.
Oh, 11.
All right. You can either leave clear evidence of your rummaging, or dispatch or implicate someone innocent to avoid detention.
Dispatch.
Or I will give you the normal option of you can decide to fucking get nothing and do neither.
Choose
Yeah,
one.
dispatch means fucking murder.
I'm kind of tempted.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Did
I'll
you murder Theo?
I'll do that one.
So you murder someone to get the information?
Fists, hammer.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn
Mm-hmm.
that there's some rumors about pirate movement going on. A lot of movement. You can't tell if the ones who are left in the city are looking to fucking skedaddle or trying one last push, but something big's probably coming. And in the process of learning that, who the fuck do you kill for this?
Probably someone who. Well, I imagine someone who works with the
Yeah.
pirates, or
You
it's
know
like,
what? You
know-
catch
Mhm.
you catch a citizen
Mhm.
who knows a bit about pirate movements.
Mhm.
And,
a family member.
in the
Jesus Christ.
process of fucking grab them by the throat and shaking them to get the information out of them, the information does in fact get out. However, given the fact that you are fucking constantly on stems, You end up snapping their neck in the process. Are you going to try and dispose of the body, or are you just going to drop it and walk away?
Drop it.
Okay.
I've got what I want.
I gotta do a roll real fast.
Well, if
Do you have
nothing
any-
else, it's at least inside Weiner's character.
Do you have any type of stealth skills, anything like that?
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a roll, and you're
Mhm.
gonna roll grit for me, and then we'll see how this plays out. Okay.
Mhm.
So you rolled a 5.
Yep.
They rolled a 6,
Ah.
which is unfortunate.
Mhm.
So you're, heading back to base. Things are going great. You got some brand new information to tell the team. I don't know if you call them on the way. Do you call them on the way?
Sure.
Cool. So you call them, and you can start explaining that whatever the fuck you want to explain, I guess. Something big's coming. And why does all the bad shit happen to you? For fuck's stop murdering people. Stop murdering people and getting into fights.
And why does all the bad things happen to Knore? Because it's Knore.
Yeah.
There is
At-
no greater reason. It's because
some
Knore
point it
decides to do
stops.
things.
Yeah. Oh, I've been muted this whole time in the recording. That's fine. Whatever. It's been fine. I haven't even started the recording.
And we
Funny.
love Knore for it, but Knore, sometimes you're a freaking idiot. It's just the truth. We're
It
sorry.
was in character.
Yeah. So you have murdered a man.
Mhm.
You do have the information, so you can get at least part of that in. How? You know what? I'm gonna leave this up to fate. Let's see how bad this is gonna get. Okay. So you're heading back to base. Things are going peachy. You murdered a man. You're still on stims. You're riding that high. And then something bad happens. Namely, a fucking car parks in the street in front of you. And it isn't really a car, it's more of a van. You know the classic white panel van?
True. Yeah.
So they pull up down the street from you, in the direction you're going, and they open, and you see some people in what can basically be described as bandanas. Not basically. People in bandanas with things like hunting rifles are pretty quickly piling out of the fucking van, and one of them points at you, and then they start leveling guns at you. What would you like to do?
These are white vans, right?
Yeah, this is a white van in front of you, and there appear to be some more vehicles coming up from behind you.
Silence is worrying me.
Yes, it should be.
You stumped him.
Technically, I'm on stims, right?
There it is.
I assume that you always are.
Do I get advantage or accuracy?
In what?
You know what
Well-
I'm doing.
You are going to
Well,
attempt
you
to
mean-
charge them in with rifles and beat the shit out of them.
Yes.
You know what? Sure, you can get an accuracy. And roll me another d20, please.
Man, not too many good rolls tonight.
No.
There you go, stem team.
You aren't completely seeing red yet. It's only at the edges of your vision.
Mhm.
So you charge in, and in the way, you do get to them, which is good. You do get fucking shot, and you're not wearing your hard suit. I assume you don't literally always wear the hard suit because it is incredibly fucking uncomfortable, and it's very specific in the rules that people very seldom actually wear hard suits outside of combat.
Sure
You know,
thing.
are most people Knore who's pumping stems constantly probably can't feel it.
Mhm.
In his
He'd still
defense.
feel it. And also, he'd get a lot of looks, and it would fuck with every one of his interactions even more so.
Mhm. I
But
would
I
have
will
said
leave it up to you.
I would have said sure because, look, man, every person has problems.
So you
Maybe,
are wearing a hard suit?
I'd say sure, but I'll leave it up to you. You know, if the rules say, or it's been like, oh hey, this is uncomfortable and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
yeah, it is. I believe it's pretty express in that unless you are like in a fight, you probably aren't because it's really uncomfortable.
Then yeah, I'll go with not just I'll be like, oh yeah, power, yeah, I'm always in it. I'm also always carrying a gun and also always in a mech.
Always carrying a gun isn't entirely unreasonable.
I know. Oh, just do I even have a gun on my?
You have a rifle or shotgun of some type and a sword or like fucking axe.
No, it's fist, power fist. I remember I asked you that.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's a power fist. Sorry. So I mean, you do
So-
get in to the middle of them,
Mhm.
and you are fucking throwing hands, and you're getting some good licks in. People are going down with broken jaws, fractured ribs. You are, however, being fucking shot.
Mhm.
And although you're a super soldier, a bullet is a bullet. So I will say at this point, you have taken a shot. You have dispatched a fair number of them, at least most of the ones from the group that you are currently in the midst of. But there are more approaching from behind. What would you like to do?
There's a perfectly working van right here.
Okay, the driver's still in it, so unless you plan to rip the door off,
Just giving
What
him
do you
ideas,
mean,
Peyton.
unless? Of course he does.
you can try and rip the door off.
So I'll just say no accuracy because of shot sims. Does that
Yeah,
sound fair?
this will be a grit, not a apply fist to face.
I was gonna say take control.
Uh, yeah, take control is more like when you're trying to take something out of someone's hands, something like that. You are trying to physically rip a door off of a van.
Not
It's
even.
more
Well,
presence of will.
Rip a
just
door open.
well, it's
I
more
mean,
just looking at the door.
how are you trying to get into the vehicle? I guess I should ask that.
Well, the doors are already opened, right? Like at least the back ones.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Why
Mhm.
not?
Yeah.
You can fucking go in through the back. I guess I didn't think of that.
Yeah. So can I use take control?
Sure.
Okay.
Try and shove the driver out through the back.
he's actually making a horror movie
Yeah,
scene with that.
you succeed. You have shoved the driver out of the fucking van door, and you are now in the driver's seat. How well do you know how to drive while also on stilts? How often does Darkus drive?
He drives a Meg.
That is very different from a van.
Yeah, it's
Believe it or
harder.
not, there are not standardized controls between those two.
I mean, my character is. I imagine as a soldier, you at least have some knowledge of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
I
he's
mean,
special
some,
forces
yeah.
or
Mhm.
super soldier, he should have
Yeah.
pretty good driving.
I mean, yeah, but if you're gonna go off the he's a super soldier, then he should have pretty good in a lot of things.
Yeah, it comes with being a super soldier.
Yeah, the problem is that it's just free. Whatever. Do you have any driving skills? Anything like that? Because I assume you are now going to attempt to
it would
flee
be
this
grit.
scenario.
It would be grit.
You
if you're
are
asking-
trying to flee,
Mhm.
correct? You aren't going
Yeah.
to try and ram the other vans.
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually throw the van using fist to face.
That would not be fist to face,
From
but you
the
know what?
inside.
I'd let you give it a shot.
No, it'll just be grit.
All right, you can roll me a grit to attempt to flee, and you will take a disadvantage in this because they do outnumber you, and you are in at
No,
least
no.
somewhat crowded streets.
Oh. There you go. Oh.
So things are actually looking all right for a minute. You think you're getting away, and then you go through an intersection, and you know the scene in like every fucking movie where they go through the intersection and then you're looking at them from one side, and so you get the profile view of their face, and then another car fucking slams into them. That's what
True.
happens to you. You are now in a wrecked van.
Mhm.
Did you put your seatbelt on? I'll leave it
Oh.
up to you as to whether or not you think you'd have the presence of mind.
Oh, why don't you just make it a roll?
Yeah, sure. We'll do a 50-50. On a Do you want high or low?
I'll just do a 1d20 above 10.
That's
Alright.
high or low. Isn't it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is still high or low.
That'd be, I guess, high.
All right. You do in fact have your seatbelt on.
Ah.
Nice. You are, however, still T-boned by a car. With multiple what appear to be goon squads coming after you. And you've probably got a concussion at this point. You aren't really sure. You aren't a doctor.
Dude, I already probably had a decent amount of brain damage before this.
I mean, you had a fucking bullet wound. Now you've got a concussion.
Hmm. Well, I'm talking more about the copious amount of chemicals.
Oh yeah, no, that too.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, you want to stim yourself up as a free action, I guess.
I guess it'd be juice.
Yeah, I mean, you're already juiced. You can juice yourself again, though. Why not?
Well, I mean, is the high wearing off?
I mean, you just went through a car crash and have a concussion. I don't really know how that affects the the drugs in your bloodstream.
Yeah, I'll just do juice again.
The concussion might make it feel like it's wearing off because you're now dazed.
Yeah, sure. If that would work.
Sure, you can juice yourself to
Mhm.
temporarily ignore the effects of a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you are now going to try and flee the van after it has been crashed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you can try and flee on foot. It's not going to be very easy. You are being chased down by people, and you have suffered a concussion, and probably some broken bones because you just got fucking T-boned.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say you can attempt to flee in whatever way you see fit. If you have any good arguments.
It would be grit unless you would accept apply fist to face to just plow through any whatever like say if they try to cut me off ambushes.
That wouldn't really apply in this scenario. Because that would be like if they ambush you, then you could do that to try and get out of the situation. This is like you are trying to flee on foot after getting to a fucking car crash.
Didn't know that'd still be grit because I don't think take control.
Not really.
I know.
You could try and use take control to like convince them to fucking back off for a bit, but that is not going to be a very easy check.
Mm-hmm. I'll just use more grit.
All right, go ahead. I'll say with the funny stims that you've got going through your veins, you aren't going to get any negatives. Okay.
Damn. I am really just rolling low.
Yeah. So
though I will say I probably at this point have made a call or
I figured you just never hung up. So the rest of the party, you do know what is happening if you would like to respond in any way. Or if you're just going to go, he keeps getting himself in these situations. He's got to learn.
I mean, at this point, I think it looks
Just-
like he won't be alive to learn anything from it. So I'm inclined to try and help him.
Are you saying he just crashed into our barracks?
No,
He did not crash into your
T-boned.
barracks. He got T-boned away from your barracks.
It's just that I'm in a group chat right now, and
This whole thing is live on
Yeah,
camera, and in
he
front
called
of
you. He was like,
us.
"Hey, I'm being attacked," and then he got into a vent. And he's like, "Hey, I'm getting away," and then you guys fucking saw his head slam into a steering wheel, and a bunch of glass fly around him. It was a very cinematic shot.
How close is he to the barracks?
I don't know how far were you going after this information. I guess not particularly close because he had to find
Mhm.
a pirate sympathizer.
at this point, I'd probably say maybe at least halfway, possibly,
But I don't think
how
that
far
don't
is
know.
that?
halfway to what.
to the barracks, or
But yeah, the
Yes,
problem
how far is
is
that?
well, I
Is
don't
that,
know
like-
if you have any
Uh,
distances
A
paid,
2 minute
but like
walk is half of a 4 minute walk. A 2 hour walk is half of a 4 hour
I'll
walk.
say it. I'll say you had to go a fair ways away. I'll say you guys are
that's
after
what I was.
after the drive.
That's what I was
uh,
figuring.
You're like a 5 minute drive or like fucking a 15-minute walk.
Alright, I guess I'll go try and find a car.
Get another van. Get the
Are
puke
Mexico
van. Sorry, what'd you
Also-
ask?
Are our mechs with us? We just need to scare him off, don't we?
I mean,
It's probably just
you
people pissed at Knore because he strangled one of their buddies in a fucking alleyway.
your mechs are on base, but you'd have to go get them. And you'd have to convince whoever was in charge of the fucking motor pool at that moment, hey, we really need our mechs. Yes, it is entirely worth us tromping our way through the city to go help our retard friend.
I mean, Grimoire, like in the call, is probably still in the midst of like the guts of some machine,
You'll
like a
be
computer
fine,
clacking
Hansel.
away. Yeah, so she's only like partially paying attention to this conversation. Like it's up because, of course, it's up. But
Listen, I've got this really important game of a Minesweeper. Can you hold on for a little bit longer? I'm like 3 steps away from the win.
Can we
she
just
has
hack the video call
Minesweeper
and turn
up
it off?
and like some freaking mech arm like half open and a couple
You-
of bombs just like laying on the table, like their detonators just sitting next to them, just like
You don't need to hack the
Vegging
video
out.
call. You can just hang up on your end.
No, I want to turn it off on his end.
On your you can try.
just kick him from the call.
You can do a hacker fix if you want to.
I was joking.
Mhm.
No, we don't. He'll be fine. Just
You
kick him from the call.
just hang up. Just kick him out of the group chat.
Mhm.
So yeah, she's not really paying attention. So unless you guys really want her to come, you're going to have to poke
Well,
her
she-
into being attentive.
Can I just tell the local law enforcement? I mean, from their eyes, it's gonna be a Lancer getting attacked by a bunch of dudes in fucking bandanas and guns.
I think for the most part, we are local law enforcement, at least in our area.
Baden?
There is local law enforcement.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Around your guys' barracks, you mainly place yourselves, but like in the rest of the city proper, there is a law enforcement.
Yeah, can I just tell law enforcement to go deal with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you, Theo. You're a real G.
So you have notified local law enforcement, and it's all right, sir. We will deal with the problem shortly. Please stay on the line.
Just gonna put it in speaker and
And
walk
where was
away.
this? And where was this attack occurring?
By all the don't they have fucking cameras in the future? Can't they find the shit? Hey, Noah, what street are you on? Are you have any way to identify in your current T-boning? Or do we have trackers on each other? Or something like that?
I don't know. Are you carrying a fucking tracker around in your day to day?
And
You know
on
what?
your fucking data pad or your phone. Or however we're contacting each other.
You know
what are we
who could
contacting each other
possibly,
with?
Can I
you know,
claim Grimoire at some point, since this freaking nonsense that Sidewinder dragged them into last time, have stuck a tracker onto them?
Yeah, sure. You tape the tracker to his pack of fucking stems just so he'll leave on without that. He has
I'll
one
really
big
remember
case he
to
keeps them all in.
they're like Tic
See the
Tacs.
stim pack.
You
Yeah.
sneak a tracker into one of his stems, and it's less than an hour before it's in his bloodstream. You're fine.
Yeah. So I'll just forward that information to you.
Yeah, I'll give that to the law enforcement.
All right, so I'm
We don't
assuming you
have
just
a-
called local law enforcement.
Yeah, and just tell them.
Sorry, sir.
like-
That is in
I-
another area of the city that is outside of our jurisdiction. You're gonna need to call insert number here because I'm very, very smart, and definitely
Okay,
thought
well,
about
they've
this
been
ahead of
called.
time. All right, so you call them, and then, hello, sir. What is the emergency you are currently experiencing?
Is it just the same person?
I mean,
No,
to be fair,
it's a Nurse Joy situation. They're all the fucking twins or sisters, wherever the fuck it was.
I was just gonna say it's like
I'm gonna
a
give him the exact same info that there's a car being chased by wild gunmen.
I
Yeah,
just I
all right,
really wanted
sir.
it to be the exact same person picks up, and they're just like, thank you.
No, it's just a fucking God, what are they fucking called? The
Yeah.
board operators. Yeah. All
Yep.
right, sir. Help is on the way. Please stay in the area. And they hang up.
Or the way to me, or the way to Knore.
They've hung up. Let's. You know, I didn't even think about that at first. You know what? Do you want a 1 or a 2, quick?
One. Why am I getting evidence suffer for this? I was telling them the location. Why are they coming to me?
All right, so that's now happening. Don't worry about that.
Well,
The
Loudmouth,
roll
if you
has
want
been
the
made.
information, yeah, I'll forward the information to both of them so that they have it if they want to do something about it.
I already gave it
All
to
right.
them. They shouldn't be coming to me.
So,
I mean, if Loudmouth
Okay.
wants to go and get back into the same situation that they were already in once,
so Loudmouth has turned on the car. I assume at this point you're going to the area.
Yes.
All right, so you start heading there. Meanwhile, we'll cut back to good old Austin Darkus.
Is that his
As Sidewinder Austin Darkus.
name? I didn't know that.
As they are running, and it isn't long before they realize, man, car crashes are a fucking bitch. And you have injured your leg, so you aren't getting very far fast. And you go, I can lose them down this street; they'll never see. And you turn, and it's a fucking dead end. And it does not take long before the enemy is upon you, and they are now at the mouth of the alleyway. Would you like to do anything?
fist of
Flat
or difficulty.
Huh?
Flat or difficulty.
You have a fucked up leg, and
Difficulty
also
1.
kind of a concussion, and you've also been shot. I'm going
But
to
I'm-
ask just now:
hmm
are you sure you want to go fucking flying into this again?
Fine, fuck it. I'll surrender. There.
And I was gonna say, and also, if you do decide to go flying into this, are you trying to just drop as many as you can, or are you trying to break through and continue fleeing?
I'm going to say breakthrough.
You can try if you want.
Sure
I
thing.
won't stop you. You are gonna have a difficulty.
Really,
So,
it's just like nothing. Oh, whatever.
You have not been rolling great.
Yeah.
So you start going in, you're swinging left and right, and you think, and then it's all black as you get fucking
Mhm.
just butted in the back of the head.
Mhm.
So you are now unconscious. And we can. So Loudmouth, you are now driving to the place where Sidewinder is, and that place starts moving. And that place starts moving fairly quickly, and you also don't have a call open.
Hmm.
Are you going to continue following it?
Should have brought my suit.
Where's my super suit?
Where's my super suit?
Let me look at something real quick.
So who joined the car with him to find Knore?
No one.
Okay.
Unless you went in. But it's not like you were
No.
just calling and yeah, no. So the Loudmouth is currently alone trying to drive to Knorre's rescue. Grimoire is vibing in a fucking mech's shoulder. And you are now being questioned by the police as to what happened.
Oh, they came to me?
Yes, they came to you.
Oh my god, a bunch of tards.
They go, sir, can you please describe the events that led you to make that fake call? There's very obviously no threat here.
I didn't make a fake call. You didn't look at the coordinates.
Well, sir, it showed that the call was coming from this place, so we went to investigate this place.
Well,
And I don't know why you
it shows you didn't
dragged
look
us
at all
onto the
info.
barracks, wasting taxpayer dollars.
You don't care about the taxpayer dollars. You're just bitching.
So this goes on for a hum. So I mean, yeah, that's what you're experiencing. And Loudmouth, you are still attempting to find your lost teammate, correct?
Yeah. Hey, Roxy, I need you to talk me out of something.
What do I need to talk you out of again?
It seems like they have Austin.
Who?
Basically, yeah.
Darkus? Mr. Darkus? Remember him?
Maybe. Is he the person I put a tracker on? Is that who you're
Yes,
questioning me
yes,
about?
That's the guy. That's the guy.
Yeah. You just see her glance over and look at the tracker as it's rapidly moving somewhere. Huh. That's interesting.
Now, I need you to talk me out of this, because I've got a couple grenades on me. And I didn't bring my hard suit.
Performing these actions will make you resemble Sidewinder.
Arma, I know that you think you're now immune to explosives after your recent experiences. Let me tell you, straight up, you are not, by any means, immune to explosives.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get my hard suit.
Yep. That will not make you immune to explosives.
No. But
Being
it'll
more
make
resistant
me-
to explosives does not help the situation.
It'll make me feel better about what I'm about to do.
Hey, Peyton.
You know,
What if I tell the motor pool that we think Knorre's getting attacked by rebels because we don't know who's attacking him? Or pirates.
sure, you can try and convince him of that.
Yeah, I'll try to convince him. Is that a trigger?
What trigger would you be trying to use?
Well, I could use presence of will and take control.
Yeah, sure, you can try and use take control. You're like, we need these fucking things now.
Have you ever played Vampire Quick? Vampire the Masquerade?
No.
Yeah, it's basically the way that Vampire works is whenever you want to do something, you look at what you have and then you try and argue for the best way to do it because you have X skills.
All right, so
This is
16
similar.
is a partial success. So you do in fact convince them that there's a decent chance that your ally, one of your alliance pilots, is being attacked by rebels, and that causes the base to start going onto high alert.
Okay.
So you can get a hold of your mechs, but it's gonna be a hot second because they are now trying to figure out what the fuck is actually going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Well,
I still have
at
no
this point-
clue that it's actually Knore's problem or fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, Roxy will probably actually be actively getting involved.
I mean, you're gonna be called, being like, "Hey, there's fucking rebel activity going on.
Yeah.
Get suited."
Gonna go jump in the second soul and deal with all this nonsense.
It never stops.
Hey,
Oh my
Peyton.
god. Yo,
Sticks that in the HUD.
A division of the Gorgon affects trained soldiers and all that. How would that affect civilians?
oh fuck, that thing probably is just a walking war crime, huh? It would affect civilians quite poorly.
Well,
As
it's an
long-
emitter. It like turns on and affects people. It's not like permanently fucking
Yeah,
people.
you're talking about the hyperfractal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as long as you do not turn it on, you'll be fine. If you like fucking walk into a crowded square and turn it on, there's going to be some fucking issues, and people probably aren't going to be very happy with you. Unless you have a very fucking good reason.
There's rebels.
Uh-huh. Court martial. It's just
Okay.
fucking Fallujah. So yeah. So Loudmouth, you're heading back, correct?
Yes, I turned around.
All right. So you all can get together with your equipment and all that. And as you guys are getting into your mechs and you're fucking ready and you're ready to rock and roll and save your fucking friend who does this quite often.
And Grimoire is
At least
seriously
this time it was to,
considering
like the other
just-
side.
There's a message that is received that well, it looks like a ransom message. And in fact, it is a ransom message. It more or less reads, bring fucking... I don't remember what the fuck the money is in this. Mana, I think?
in certain places, yeah.
Well, use mana here. Why
Yep.
not? Bring 10,000 mana to X location, to the fucking... I don't know. It's a fucking abandoned warehouse in the southern district, or wherever the fuck, the southern arc of the city. In X number of days, or we'll fucking kill your friend.
Grimoire.
Can I attempt
And,
to backtrace that?
Yeah, sure, you can try.
Should I be rolling my hacker fix or should I be rolling with my tech deck?
Hacker fix. This is something that's going out to after not much how do I put this? Doesn't take long to realize, oh, they sent this to a lot of people on the base. Because a lot of people are now checking their fucking tablets and compads and going, what the huh?
Yeah, what were you asking?
I was gonna ask you to backtrace that.
Ah. Good to know we're on the same thing. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
you know,
It's pretty
you
easy.
do in fact backtrace it. It appears to be coming from a little shithole bar in the southern area of the city.
So on your guys'
Uh,
little tack maps, you just see this little dot appear where the bar, and it just says place that's about to be exploded.
And
Didn't her friend be there?
it
Yeah.
it is not is before you guys are able to leave to start going there in your mechs, that the Sandown is called, as they realize, oh, this isn't a rebel attack. Some moron just got kidnapped. We're not fucking mobilizing the entire force to fucking fight off rebels for this shit.
Can Grimoire try and push a request to go and assist?
Yeah, you can get one through. It is pretty evident that the fucking motor pool fucking manager is not pleased at what just happened. And in fact, there's a lot of grumbling as people fucking start leaving the motor pool and powering down their mechs and going back to fucking guard duty and whatever. And seeing that you guys are the ones who are still in your mechs, you're getting some not too pleased looks.
Yep.
You're probably very quickly getting a reputation for causing fucking problems.
I think Grimoire is just slowly considering how many ways can I put up memes all about this is all Sidewinder's fault. Please forward all credit and etc. things towards his accounts.
Putting memes over the fucking Tatcomnet.
Yeah.
Fucking Sidewinder moment, Sidewinder moment.
Just put pictures around the base.
That moment when you get kidnapped twice in the span of 2 operations, Sidewinder moment.
Have you seen this man? Don't follow his example. He's been kidnapped twice.
It's just a fucking picture of Roxy going, we want you to stop getting kidnapped.
Yeah, no. Just on the way. Just making those in the background.
So yeah, you guys can go to this fucking rinky-dink little bar.
Yep.
Do we have authority?
Midway there, the fucking tracker starts moving somewhere else. And presumably you guys continue following it.
Yeah.
And it changes its direction a few times until it just stops. It appears to just basically stop in some random fucking alley. And you guys can go there. Do you guys go to the bar? Anyway? Or do you just follow the tracker?
I'll leave it up to you
Yeah.
guys.
The tracker.
Is there any way for I identify the trackers actually still are Knore?
Not really, no. It isn't like a bio tracker or anything. It's just like this thing is here.
Yeah. Yeah. Would one of you be okay if I just semi-ossed onto one of you so I don't actually have to walk?
It's the fucking laziest shit in the world.
Go
Alright.
for it.
So yeah, you just have like a little boil of a goblin just sitting on top of you. That's
But you fool, the symbiosis is
I'll
only for
take
one
him.
scene, I think.
Yeah.
You'll have to walk back.
I will. Oh no. The horror.
In your little goblin legs. So I mean, do you guys go to the bar, or do you fucking just go get tracker?
Up to you guys. At this point, we can just blow up the bar.
We could split up.
We probably shouldn't.
I mean, probably not, but
Oh yes, alienate the civilian population more.
So, better question. In a way, Marilius or Circuit has no really clue why he should actually be worrying about Knore. Because it sounds like this
okay.
happens often, and I don't even know him. The only
He said he found the memes already. Tell Soul to keep churning them out.
the only coherence that I have is my squad mate. How does everyone else feel about actually going for him, or possibly using this as a way to track down rebels?
At this point, it is not hard to tell that these guys aren't actually rebels, given that you got a fucking ransom notice for him.
He says they're the same rebel group.
Enough, I suppose.
I mean, we could at least make this a more productive freaking source of wasted time. If we find anything about the pirates from maybe some of them.
Or possible connections here.
Yeah. I mean, they did decide to be ballsy enough to freaking capture a Lancer, so they might actually be worth freaking trying to keep around.
I'm sure Knore and his stims might be able to get him out.
Maybe.
And maybe if he used his weapons. Like a gun.
Look, I was just trying to run away. Also,
Then-
technically, one of my weapons is a fucking fist, so.
You said one. What's the other one?
Oh,
A
rifle.
hammer.
Yeah. I feel like that would just made a situation a lot worse.
Yeah, we're trying to make it better in a different way.
I'm pretty sure we might have like the same loadout as far as weapons go.
Because my Heartsuit doesn't provide armor.
There does mine.
Mine does.
Yeah, I'm not really equipped to try and take on a bunch of rebels unless we're on mechs.
I mean,
then
didn't we brought the mechs with us, so we outgunned them by leaps and bounds.
By mech.
Yeah. Like, frankly,
That is, of
even
course,
the
unless
little
they have
goblin
hidden
could
mechs.
show up, and I outgunned them, and all I got is just a freaking mech scale assault rifle. So,
Now, this is assuming that they in fact don't have their own mechs.
mhm.
Yeah. And this is also assuming I can turn on my visage without causing seizures to all the nearby civilian population.
Yeah.
Let's get a video of you fucking doing that and start propaganda war. That'll be the fucking easiest win of the rebels in fucking history.
Everyone who watches the video gets a fucking seizure.
Yeah. Local mercenary fucking destroys the brains of a crowd of people because he thinks it's funny. Congratulations, you have lost the propaganda war in one fell swoop. Say, where
So
are you
yeah,
guys
do
going?
we actually go for Nor, or do we use this as an opportunity for maybe the bar has something underground if he managed they took a freaking tied up Nor who due to being Nor probably has more than enough binds to be unnoticeable.
I mean, I can hop off and go track down where, what the deal is with Nor and then tell you guys what's up, and you can deal with the bar if you want.
Sure.
I mean, the goblin isn't very
Uh,
big, and if need be, I can just hop out of it and then just stealth my way over there, so.
Loudmouth,
I
how good
have
are
a
you
stealth
at
suit.
talking to people?
How good is Loudmouth? Because I'm not.
Wait, what was the question?
No, I said how good are you at talking to people? Because I'm only really good at taking control or reading a situation. I'll know if they're gonna attempt to fuck us, but uh, I'm not very good at convincing them to not fuck us or get info.
I seen the woods.
Huh? What does that mean?
I have one good skill, survive.
Oh, okay. Can Grimoire talk to people?
I have stay cool is the only really talky skill.
None of you are good at talking to people.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
You have fix things, know what other people are thinking, survive, and punch things.
Turns out a super soldier, a freaking tech geek, desk jockey, and whatever the heck Loudmouth and you are not great at talking with people.
Loudmouth is a former prisoner.
But yeah, that makes sense. Not great.
Uh,
I mean, you can always just roll grit, so
Yeah, with the way the rules have been going today, I don't know if that's a good idea. Besides
It's okay.
yours.
I got rid of all the bad ones.
Eh, that's yet to be
Mm.
seen.
I mean, to be fair, we can go grab Knore and then go to the bar afterwards.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's just go
It's
grab
not
more.
as good because if they have any comm system, unless I can jam it, they're going to be able to call back and go, missions foo bar, time to pack up.
Yeah, because they're kind of just running through the street in mechs, right? Since none of us can fly.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly what
Yeah.
you're doing. Running through the streets in mechs.
Mhm.
They'll have no idea that we're coming.
You know what? Any one of you can just roll me a d20 right now to realize something.
Right.
I'll just roll
Yeah,
grid
we'll
and
let Theo do it.
This
I'll
is
let Theo
this
do
is
it.
a common sense roll.
3.
You've got the fucking element surprise. It's so easy, dude. They'll never see you coming.
Let's go.
You're gonna fucking save the day
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think it
and
is
get all the
right.
bitches.
We need to split up.
Sort of my Theo. Isn't your mech all fire and melt
His
everything?
mech is none fire. Well, he
Non-fire.
wants to be on fire, but he doesn't.
He doesn't fire well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he isn't allowed to fire. In fact,
my
Hmm.
mech comes with multiple extinguishers, including the one I have acquired. I don't know why I got it. It's kind of redundant, but
Because you need multiple redundancies to be not fire all the time.
right.
I think we should go pick up Sidewinder. Let's just kind of move along.
Yeah.
We have been chatting for a while, so.
Is the tractor still moving?
no, it just
It
stopped.
disappeared in the alley.
It stopped 5 minutes ago before you started this conversation.
And by disappeared, I mean
Okay.
stopped.
So you guys go over to get Sidewinder, and you find him lying in an alley, having been shot with a fucked up leg, and he doesn't look great. He looks quite bad, in fact. He is not dead. He appears to be breathing, and he is softly groaning.
Well, I can apply a patch.
Not that bad.
Yeah. Grimoire will just kind of, look around, make sure that we're not getting any weird signals or anything around. Take a peek around.
No, yeah, sure. You bring him back to one consciousness.
Yay.
One consciousness.
I want him to feel the pain of what
He
he's done.
he pretty much. So you wake up feeling like shit. You have a fucked up leg. You were shot. You now have 2 concussions. And you're all out of stims. So now you're dealing with withdrawals.
I'll hand him the pack of 3 stems I have.
Don't give him more. He doesn't need more.
Do you take one of the stims?
Yes.
Roll me a d20.
Oh no, I mean like actually just take them. Like
Okay.
I
Does he
But
make
do
a
you
roll
also
check
take
or is
one?
just-
at the moment no, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think any of them would really help. Like what?
Does anyone have a second seat, by the way, or am I just gonna have to carry him back?
You're gonna have to carry him back.
I'll walk back.
Your
You'll
goblin arms
limp
are
back,
gonna
you mean?
carry-
Yeah,
You
true.
know, you're going to be carried back.
like a princess.
Yes. But I actually have manipulators now.
Do you even need manipulators as a goblin?
No. Basically, no. Basically, an overgrown hard suit with hacking abilities. So, no, not really, but they are there just in case. So,
Something else to blow off.
So you guys carry him back.
Yeah.
mhm. I
And,
did actually consider bringing Sidewinder as the mech with Soul, just installing that or piloting that
item.
and leaving it and
Yo,
leaving it for that.
Is there possible for me to read a situation about the people around where we found Knore?
Sure. I
Just
mean,
in case
at
we
this
got-
point, it's pretty close to night. There aren't many people around, but you can still try. They seem very scared of the fact that there are mechs hanging around.
Okay.
But none of them appear to be, at least outwardly, bandits. Like, none of them are pointing and, like, making calls or have hidden weapons that you've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
They appear to be more like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. I guess I'll just leave that little marker and just kind of scrub the name into possible, like, rebel hideout or something. Just so maybe we can send, I don't know, freaking someone out there to go take a peek at it. They really want to waste, like, half a day or whatever. Going to get smashed and maybe find some freaking rebel sympathizers or something.
Okay.
They might as well. Someone has to waste time.
And Peyton, what was the information I got again? That the pirates are planning something?
Yeah, there appears to be something going on with the pirates.
Yeah. Was there more detail on
Not really, no.
Wasn't actually pirates. It's just a mafia getting pissed at Knore found out when there's rings, smuggling rings.
You would think they wouldn't be pissed, they'd just get a lot more business.
Yeah, until it's
Unless, of
Knore.
course,
They just take it all
somebody
over.
walked up and fucking strangled one of them. At which
Yeah.
point
Oh,
they
yeah.
might be kind of pissed.
that? It was a dealer. He didn't give me a good deal.
A stim dealer.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you guys can, in fact, go back to base. Whereupon, some medics are like, what the fuck happened to Sidewinder? Again!
Sidewinder happened to Sidewinder.
Oh my god. Why? And why is he on stim?
Probably happy to get to poke him.
Wait, no,
all
he
over.
isn't on stims.
Yep.
What, we're in a fucking car crash? Did you get run over?
Shot?
Fucking Christ.
Where did you find the time to get shot in the middle of the car crash
Yeah.
and run over?
How the fuck did you get a car crash? You got run over. No, you didn't.
It just looks like he did.
Fucking Christ. Actually, yeah, they probably would have beat the shit out of him. Say he does look like he got run over. How the fuck did you get run over, shot, and get 2 concussions on both the front and back? How the fuck did you do that? Can you stop coming back to me more fucked up than the last time? Next time you're gonna come back as a fucking spine, and that's it. It'll be fucking less than 3 more of these trips before you are nothing but a hand.
And I'll still come back.
A brain in a vat.
He's Mortar.
There won't be a vat, it'll just be a brain. A brain in a puddle,
He's like
if he's
Mortar.
lucky. Oh, fucking Christ.
You know, at least last mission I did alright.
What the fuck happened? And they will turn to the rest of you and go, what the fuck happened?
Found him in the alley.
Grimoire will repeat herself. Sidewinder happened.
Fucking
felt
Christ.
scared.
Why don't you start babysitting him?
No.
I mean, I can have Soul babysit him if you really want to. He's a really good babysitter.
Flat look. They are not impressed.
I
don't
will
want the
say,
face-to-face trick.
Peyton, even now that I'm on conscious and probably barely hanging in there and have multiple concussions.
Yes, you have 2 concussions. In fact, you think there's a third from when you got beat up while you were out. You just aren't sure about that one.
At this point, probably just like, just muttering, just the pirates are planning something,
Shut up!
or just the pirates.
I can't even give you a sedative because there's a chance you'd never fucking wake up.
You
We're gonna
need me
set
to
that
wait?
fucking leg, and I swear to God, if you punch one of us out, I'm ending you.
I can do a kick. I can stay awake.
Punch?
It's fine. Just give me the stems and dents, pain.
Helps me forget.
And they will shoo the rest of you out so they can begin work on fixing this fuck. And on the way out, they will look to, I guess at this point, what is the closest thing you guys have to a leader, which is Grimoire, and go, next time he comes back like this, it's coming out of the rest of the team's budget. And we'll just fucking close the doors.
Is it really a good idea to threaten?
Grimoire just mutters to herself, noted, don't bring him back the next time.
Based. It isn't a threat, it's more of a stop fucking doing this. I will now start giving you reasons to not.
It's not like we're even doing anything.
It's like you tell a hacker that you take from their pay, they're just gonna fucking take your pay.
Yeah.
Give me your fucking account.
Ah, yes, that will go well. A hack war inside of the fucking the medical area. I'm sure that's who you really want to piss off as a mercenary, the medics.
Roxy doesn't know that rule, but if she's going to steal from anyone, it's going to be Sidewinder's freaking.
Yeah, no, that's obviously what you do. You fucking steal from Sidewinder.
Yeah. If everyone else loses stuff, yeah, Sidewinder's cut is just mysteriously vanished.
This is when you
cut
find
just
out.
happened to go down by the same amount that we all lost. That's odd. And weird how ours went back up.
Team medical expenses, Sidewinder.
Yeah.
A gift to everyone else.
This is when you find out Sidewinder's actually rich. He just spends everything on
Sidewinder
stims.
is not rich.
He has to afford a stim somehow.
Mhm.
I imagine they don't issue him it with how much he takes.
And at this
To
point,
keep
Grimoire
issuing
has
him it?
almost certainly freaking gotten to their thing to ban Sidewinder from ever even getting close to stims again from the base. Seeing as she did promise to do that last time. You didn't even really need to hack. Just go to the people. Stop giving him stims. Please.
Yeah, true. All right, so
You don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Just stop.
Sidewinder has now given you guys information. How reliable that information is up for you guys to decide. Having been through that,
I guess.
I mean, to be fair, it did lead to this, so.
Yeah.
Now, who knows that info's what led to it, or you strangling him is what led to it?
Also, great news.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Over the next few days, Grimoire, you find something not ideal surface in the local net. It appears to be a video of someone killing someone in a back alley. And at first you go, that looks kind of familiar. Oh no.
You say,
And,
oh no, Grimoire is going to immediately show it to, like, at least the rest of the team. And just put a caption over it. This is Sidewinder. Don't be Sidewinder.
Start spreading it more.
Grimoire is thoroughly sick of his bullshit. So this is, like, enough is enough. We are freaking beaming the living daylights out of you until you stop. And if you don't stop, oh no, the horror. More
There's
memes.
something else which you find, which is it does not take long. And if you don't do this, then Soul will, because Soul seems interested in this now. And they will learn that is going around on civilian subnets as well. And it is not flattering. They seem to believe that this was some jumped up mercenary who thought themselves better than everyone, who just decided that they could get away with murder. And that is spreading quite quickly.
Kick him out in the street.
Well, after spreading that through our entire local net, yeah, we're going to go ahead and start trying to track that down.
Or running damage control.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have.
Eyes.
I'll try and start working on damage control and hand Soul the. Could you just figure out where the heck this is coming from?
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if Circuit has any hacking abilities, then yeah, we're going to point Circuit at it too.
Yeah, I have a +2.
Yeah. I mean, you do seem to have at least some connections with the people that are known for hacking stuff, so.
I can't get my voice changer to change. But they go, yep, I'm on it, boss.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to roll a hacker fix for that?
Yeah, you can roll a hacker fix to start. Let's see, you're running damage control, so you're just trying to remove as much of it as you can.
Yeah.
I will say you're gonna be getting a difficulty because it's basically the internet, and you know how it is trying to scrub things off of the internet.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
I guess
Mitchell, that's why
probably
go
less
base.
scrubbing and more like trying to filter different videos or editing it to make it so
Yeah,
it looks like a different
like
crew or something.
spreading disinformation where it's like, this guy was attacking a pirate sympathizer or shit like that, or like say, running down a gang leader or some shit. Just making shit up to try and, if nothing else, dilute the amount of things saying this is some mercenary killing someone for no reason.
Yeah, at least muddle the story somewhat as much as she can.
Yeah, that'll be a
Yeah.
hacker fix.
Put
I'll give you
Sidewinder
a
right on
roll.
his sleeve.
Yep. All right. Still difficulty, or are we flat at this point?
I'll do flat. That's far more viable than trying to remove everything.
Yeah.
Spraying
All right.
disinformation is well, it's the internet, so
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
actually, yeah, I'll give you an advantage on this.
Oh, nice.
Spraying disinformation. Oh my fucking god!
Nearly a 30.
So, you have not managed to convince everyone that hey, that was entirely deserved, but you have gotten enough shit to where it. At this point, civilian conversations on the subnet are more like, who the fuck even knows what happened?
Yeah. I will keep the story straight, at least for, if not our local subnet, our commanding officers stuff.
Yeah.
Just so at least they know what's up.
Mhm.
Because I don't really want our freaking forces to be as confused.
Yeah.
At least the commanders. I don't freaking, who cares about the rest of the rank and file like us? Because, if this makes us look better, then great. They'll at least feel better. But otherwise, yeah, she doesn't really care.
Yeah.
But at least the commander, she actually has at least a few crumbs of freaking, yeah, sure, you guys actually give a damn.
Yeah, after informing them, you will find that there is you appear to be getting some background help in
Alright.
In disseminating information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I definitely point Circuit into the right directions. And then kind of focus my efforts on tracking down where the heck this occurred, where this camera occurred from.
And yeah, since Soul was working on that, they can take a crack at it.
Mm-hmm. You want me to just roll just a d20, a hacker fix? Because Soul, of course, doesn't have his own stats.
This seems pretty up Soul's alley. I'll do a d20 plus 4.
Okay.
And depending on how it rolls, some other funny things might be happening.
Starts flooding in there with Grimoire in there instead.
All right.
Possible.
4.
That's pretty middle line. So
He's doing his job. He doesn't get any crazy ideas.
Yeah, they aren't able to figure out exactly who did it, but they're able to get the general idea and present you with there's a 89.3% chance that this was a random passerby who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't in broad daylight, but killing someone in an alley in the middle of a city is still not, impossible to find.
Well, it's not impossible for a random stranger. A person in a freaking full military hard suit's a slightly different story.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just kind of send the general information that I got to the rest of the crew and see, what they think about it, including Sidewinder. She grudgingly includes him in on the CC.
Wait, Sidewinder's awake.
Yeah.
They're getting an earful pretty consistently by the head medic.
Yeah. But at least Circuit and Loudmouth, she's definitely bringing in on this to be like, so this is what I got. What do you think?
When the medic's just struggling to stop a stim from going in the Sidewinder.
No, Sidewinder's been fucking tied down. Sidewinder's chained to the bed.
Foaming at the mouth.
These chains can't hold me.
He's trying to use the
break these cuffs, and he's been saying I can break these cuffs for the past week, and he has made 0 progress on breaking the cuffs.
Can I make a grit to grit?
They've been made for him.
Sure. If you don't get a 20, nothing happens.
I'm afraid if he gets a
Nope,
28,
nope.
he's
You
gonna
pull a
flip
muscle in
his-
your leg and it hurts really badly. You go, owie!
Also, one thing I was going to ask: what about like the other side of the, I guess the car trace?
Oh, yeah. So, it doesn't take long because no one said they ever dealt with that. So, it doesn't take long for news to come out where there's also recordings of someone driving into the middle of an intersection, getting T-boned, and then stumbling out of the car and attempting to limp away before some other unmarked vehicles came up. These ones are not nearly as hostile though. They're like, what the fuck is happening here? What?
Yeah.
It was just general confusion. If he hadn't been shot beforehand and that happened, ooh, things wouldn't be looking good. But seeing a man stumble out of a vehicle having been shot really changed that tune.
Yeah. If it doesn't seem too bad, then Grimoire will just leave it to the other, support help to deal with that one. It is more focused on the let's figure out what the heck is actually going on here.
Yeah. So, congrats. You guys have saved a teammate from being kidnapped again. Except last time he wasn't kidnapped, he was captured because he tried to fucking kill a bunch of people. And this time he was captured because he did kill somebody. Sounds
To be
worse when you
fair,
put it like
People
that.
he punched.
He got some good licks in though.
How many people did he kill when he started fist fighting to gun them?
0. He wasn't really trying to kill, he was trying to get out more than anything.
Is there
Actually,
At least if he did kill anyone, he doesn't know of it. It's not like he really stuck around to get a body count.
so if you think about it, my actual fist face kill count is somewhat low.
Yeah, your fist face kill count, I believe, lands at, unless I'm forgetting one, being the guy who was strangled to death. That wasn't even a fist face kill count. That was just a word on the street kill count. You have a
Yeah.
higher kill count with word on the street than with fist to face.
How many people were critically injured by his fist to face?
He was not counting. It was a blur. Especially now that he has 3 concussions.
Oh,
In
I'm
fact,
talking about when
most
he
of
attacked the
yesterday's probably gone.
executive.
Oh, when he attacked the executive, no one died. If he died, you guys would not, or if anyone died, you guys would not have gotten it.
I literally made sure to be like, okay, I'm also going to take another thing just to really fuck myself up, but keep people alive.
Where Knore turns into a stim feed, but instead of stimming himself, he stims random passerbys.
When he turns into a stim fiend.
What a strange transformation.
Yeah, true.
Starts sharing his fucking chemicals.
Alright, so.
Actually, if you think about it, that possibly might have saved me, if you think about it.
The
Not
stim?
killing anyone. No, not killing anyone.
Not killing anyone?
Yeah.
The first time, yeah, it did.
Mhm.
If you had killed a bunch of people, you would have just been executed. There wouldn't have been a deal made.
Yeah.
The second time,
Technically 1%, but
it kind of helped.
yeah. That's like, oh fuck, he killed like 20 of us.
Yeah, no, you probably, yeah, if you managed to kill like 6 people on the way out, they probably would just shot you to death. They got,
But
all
they're
right,
not
fuck
trying to
this.
do it?
Huh?
I thought they were trying to do that. And
No, they
Knore
were
just
trying to
stumbled
fucking
away and got
wound
away.
him so that way they could fucking ransom him. To be fair, whether or not they actually gave him back after the ransom was, yet to be seen.
So where are we at now?
Now you guys are back in the barracks. Sidewinder is currently recovering from his fucking mini wounds. You still have a downtime action.
Staring to the Gorgon's fucking array.
Yeah? You forget purple.
That's how I mentally sync with it.
You can no longer see purple.
Can I just read the situation again since I don't have anything else to do? Let's see how people
To
think
do
it was
what?
after. Just
Oh, what did
see how people
people?
think it was after
Yeah,
Knorre's
you can. You can. That's a free thing you can do. Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, people don't like you.
Oh, like me or don't like
Uh,
Sidewinder?
Oh, people don't like Sidewinder, but you're part of his team. So, you guys are kind of grouped together.
Mhm.
Sidewinder has now caused 2 pretty big issues. And you guys are all connected to him. You are actually not as disliked as the rest. But the 23, you're new, so they just kind of don't like you due to association, but it's not as strong. People really don't like Sidewinder at this point. They're seeing him as a fucking junkie who has no self-control because of the 2 previous events. If I remember correctly, Loudmouth had actually interacted with a few people before and was quite nice. So they're not huge fans of Loudmouth, but it's not as hostile. Well, Grimoire pretty much never goes anywhere except for places to tinker with shit. So they're just kind of hostile to Grimoire because they don't really know anything about Grimoire, but Grimoire is kind of the de facto leader of that team, and that team includes Sidewinder, who keeps causing problems. So not a lot of love going around. Let's put it like that.
It's going great.
Yeah. So, you have any downtime action you want to do, or are you just gonna forfeit it for that? Because as far as things like that don't give a tangible benefit for missions, I'm fine with it.
Oh, really? I don't really have anything else to do.
All right.
I mean, if you don't want to do anything else exciting, you can just get focused and get a bonus.
Yep.
On one of your triggers.
I'll just do that then.
And so some more weeks pass. Sidewinder is up and walking around again. He's constantly being supervised by a soldier, but he is up and walking around, and he's not allowed off base. And he's also not allowed any stims. Whether or not he is abiding by that or attempting to circumvent it is, up to him.
Thank you, Junkrat. Or Loudmouth.
Junkrat.
I don't remember what
Junkrat.
your name was. I know the last thing was
Wait,
Rat, I think.
so you do take stems then?
Oh, are you taking the stems I gave you?
I have them. I'll
Yeah, but do
keep
you take them?
Probably not yet. There's no reason to.
All right. So, you guys get a second round of downtime actions. As much as I am afraid to say it. But I'm be honest, the Sidewinder shenanigans are probably my favorite part of my session, so I'm hoping something else funny happens.
So, Sidewinder, if you go off base again and cause trouble, I am going to figure out some way of locking your hard suit and then letting whoever you're fighting beat you to death. So, just keep that in mind for next time. Because we're not bailing you out a third time. That was your last chance. Please and thank you. Stop freaking causing problems.
And you hear from a speaker, "It will be very funny."
Yep. Just see her nod, and there's just a high five up here in the air. A quick nano spray.
Anyway.
You misunderstand. I meant it would be funny for him to get into more trouble. It is wonderful information.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Hey, we know the pirates are planning something now.
Wanna try and investigate more on what they're planning?
We could investigate the bar.
You
Or we could
could.
probably not go outside, or at least keep Sidewinder's face hidden.
Explore, but purely using remote control UAVs. Surely nothing can go wrong with that.
Do I know that what is it? That is it loudmouth?
It is. I am loudmouth, yes.
Okay, no, I can't. Well, look, I just get confused by your well, your last thing was rat. I referred to you as rat a few times.
Yeah, the mech was rat.
Yeah,
Was rat, now it's hamster.
true. Anyway, do I know that loudmouth was the real G? The only one who actually considered coming for me?
Well,
Or
I
you
went for you and
acted
then
on
I
it.
turned around. 'Cause I
And that for an attempt was made.
I convinced people to let us get in mechs.
Oh, that's true too. But to be fair, I feel like the ones are, it's like that might have been a mistake. Not on your fault, but like being like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that for this guy.
You gonna give Loudmouth a stim as a thank you?
No, it's more. I think I'm gonna designate Loudmouth as my handler.
Oh, great way to thank him.
Watch me.
Well, look now,
No, you
Loudmouth has access to a hammer now.
Thank you.
Now, how Loudmouth decides to use that hammer? I mean, hey.
That's between Loudmouth and God.
I think. I don't know how effective it will be because I don't fully remember how intact, like, tech-wise the pirates are. But I mean, it's just Grimoire's bread and butter. Of she's gonna just go into the local OmniNet and just see if she can't dig up anything at all about like pirate movements and activities. She's doubtful she'll find anything, but
Sure, you can.
might as
You
well
can
look
go
around,
ahead and try.
dig into some of the stuff no one else wants to look at.
Is
I
it
mean,
possible to hack into the bar's cameras? I imagine it has cameras.
I was gonna say, at least you have.
It's like a shitty bar in a bad side of town. It does not have cameras.
I would say,
think it could have an underground.
Sidewinder and the NHP also have an idea of like who might associate with them after who I killed, or like what type of characters, I guess.
What type of characters associate with people who or the person who murdered?
You can
Well, like,
try and track that down.
he worked with
Is
the
the news
pirates.
headline talking about the guy who died or just the guy who killed?
Well, the guy I killed was the guy who died.
Yeah.
No, I said the guy who killed, nor is the one who killed.
Oh, both. But the information wouldn't be like expanding on fucking underground connections and pirate sympathies or anything like that.
I'm not saying it, I'm saying their name.
Yes, it has their name,
Okay.
which I'm not going to give you
No, I'm just saying
for
that
reasons.
that what is it? Grimoire could possibly just search that up and like who they might be connected. Like, oh hey, here's his Facebook. Oh look, here's him hanging out with a
Here's
pirate.
his Facebook. It has pictures of him with Al Qaeda.
And his kids.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically the sort of information that she may dig up in the course of pirate information gathering.
Hmm.
I mean, she's
Runs a
not
fucking
assuming
Twitter
that
for
there's
the
going to be
pirate.
that much, but I mean, it's at least worth a shot. It also allows her to not go outside.
The person Knore killed runs the Al Qaeda's Twitter page.
Yes.
But I mean, you guys can go do it the old-fashioned way. Go to the bar, or go at least try and find the people that kidnapped Sidewinder the first time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of fun to chill now because none of us are good at talking, and it's probably gonna evolve into another incident of us killing people and blowing shit up.
I mean, probably. But
To be fair, I'm skilled enough not to kill. Well, word on street. That's word on street. Fist to face is perfect. I've not killed anyone with that yet.
It's on the news that you killed that guy.
That was word on the street, Magic.
Word on street magic.
so
Anyway,
yeah,
yeah. So
I'm gonna be doing the gather information for mine.
All right. Yeah. So you can attempt to gather information, and you're trying to gather it specifically on what exactly, just to make sure
Basically,
I have
just
it correct.
the public Omninet trying to track down anyone that's seemingly talking about like pirate movements and that sort of stuff.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. What should I be rolling?
You can do a hacker fix.
All right. I'm willing to take that. There you go. There's a bad roll.
So you get what you're looking for, but gets you in trouble straight away, or you get out now and avoid trouble. You want to get into trouble straight away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do that. Get into trouble straight away.
Okay. So you find some pretty nice information. I say pretty nice information. You find that it appears that on the public net, people have been attempting to report that they've been seeing pirate movements to some local police forces, but nothing's really been happening. It's kind of odd. And they this hasn't really been spread around super often. Mostly because it's like someone says that, but then they're like, I guess they just push it up the chain of command to people who are supposed to be dealing with it. And there's a fair amount of stuff like that, which is kind of odd. And as you were looking into this, how are you looking at this? I assume through some type of computer.
Yeah.
So you are looking at this, and you're putting together the connection of the pirates are planning something big, and they appear to be working with the police. And then your computer starts frying itself.
Great.
Hacker of unprotected computer, funny.
Yeah.
Turns out if there's multiple hackers with multiple protected computers, it isn't just a hard invisible shield. I put up force field, it blocks everything.
Yeah. Especially because it was probably like her personal freaking unit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it could be way worse. If you were in the subjectivity suit,
yeah, no, not for that.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's that has fried itself, and that's probably not good.
Okay,
Alright.
Mitchell, it's my turn. It's time
uh,
to mess with the firmware.
Yeah, I'll at least try and make sure that the information is at least saved somewhere.
Yeah, you can have it saved somewhere.
Yeah.
And for now, nothing else comes of it. Just computers burnt out.
Yep.
It's really different
There's
than
another
if
one.
Soul just decided to go buck wild. So
Yeah, just go try and requisition another Omni hook
before I
or
continue on
personal
with
computer, whatever.
some of the consequences of that,
Mhm.
were they the plans for the team? What are you all doing at this point?
I'd also like to gather information, but I want to do the much more risky, go out into the field and survive, gather information.
All right, well, you can't just go out into the field and survive and suddenly have information. It's gonna take a little bit more than that.
It was an epiphany. He was meditating.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, survive does not include meditation.
Okay, how about this, Peyton?
He was
I get
surviving the inner turmoil.
I get into a fist fight
Uh-huh.
And Theo has to survive it.
Yeah, sure. So you get into a fist fight and Theo has to survive it.
Yeah, and that helps somehow.
No, it doesn't. But you do it. So you are trying to gather information. How exactly are you gathering this information? Just surviving near or
guess
just
what I
surviving
mean-
outside of the base is not enough to gather information, believe it or not.
He's beating it out of Sidewinder because Sidewinder got told and just forgot.
That
Yeah,
would not be
I'm
survive either.
using-
That
I'm
would be
using grit.
Sidewinder just beating it out of him.
Yeah, so he'd be surviving Sidewinder.
Alright, so you're using grit.
Yeah.
And you're what exactly are you trying to find out?
I'm trying to find out more about the pirate movements.
Alright.
8.
Okay. Do you want to back out or get into trouble right now? If you get in trouble right now, it's gonna be very funny.
Get into trouble right now.
Okay. So where in the city were you doing this?
I would assume.
Assume you're down in
The
the
north.
southern area. The north.
Okay, the south. All right, the south.
Well, the southern area is where like the bar stuff and where you got the information originally is from.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would like to do it in the north, you can. I will leave it up to you.
I would like to do it in the north.
All right. So you're doing this in the north, and I mean, how are you trying to gather this information? Are you like sneaking around, like trying to find places where they might be gather and or listening to conversations, like ask around?
I would like to sneak around. That is my.
All right. So you're sneaking around, and you are able to actually find what you initially think is a pretty juicy catch. You think there might be some people gathering here, so it's time you're gonna sneak up and get some information. And there's a cracked door. You hear them talking about how they're going to launch a massive raid within the next few days. And as you lean closer to get a better look, you bump the door, and the door open, and you are now looking at quite a few people who don't seem particularly pleased with your existence. And we'll come back to that after we figure out what the other two are doing. So, are you other two also going to gather
No.
information and instantly get into trouble?
Well, does Grimoire tell me at all about what happened with the info they got?
I mean, this is stuff that you guys
Yeah,
are doing at
eventually.
roughly the same time. But yes, you can get information about
So,
that.
reader's situation lets me look for subtext modes or threats in a situation or person. Is it possible for me to possibly read the info that we're getting and try to think of an outcome to it? Or possible actions can be taken?
I mean, sure. But this is not really a downtime thing, though. This is more of just a like puzzle it out. But I'll let you roll it anyway, I guess.
Well, I'd say he could possibly just ask people and like talk to the police or.
Well, that's not what he's
police,
trying
but-
to do, though. He's trying to with the information they currently have. He's trying to figure out what is going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Correct?
Yeah, with the info they got, and I don't know if the other person is actively transmitting to us, or they've gone dark off the grid and are trying to sneak up on people. I got caught. Theo or Loudmouth. I don't know if they're.
I mean, in this case, I think it makes more sense for them to not have like gone completely dark, but they wouldn't be like in a call with you at the
Mhm.
time.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll to see what I can come up with from Grimoire's findings.
Sure.
Fuck.
All right. So this isn't actually a downtime action, or at least not in the normal way. So there isn't going to be any negatives for this. You're just not going to really be able to puzzle
Why
anything
are
out.
we all rolling so bad? Holy shit.
I don't know, but it's kind of funny to me. And now, lastly, but not least, Sidewinder. What would you like to do?
I am with my new buddy, Loudmouth. My best friend.
You know, I would have preferred if you said that before Loudmouth got into a situation where it would be directly beneficial for you to be with them.
Well, I would say that we're probably well. I don't think we could.
He did
choose
say
the-
that Loudmouth is his handler.
No, my idea of Payton was just that we'd probably be looking in different areas, or
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like we're in the same area, but you know.
Okay, that's what you meant. I
yeah.
thought you meant you were like directly behind them. I'm like, that seems pretty fucking convenient, wouldn't you say?
You're the
I'd
person
say-
that bumped me into the door.
Yeah, I would say possibly nearby, but
Yeah, you can be nearby and gathering information.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to be literally like, oh, they're in trouble. I'm directly behind them.
Yeah, no, I because I don't think that would exactly work if I'm like, oh yeah, we're both going to do word on the street. We're going to ask like the same people the same things.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know,
Good cop,
oh, yeah,
bad cop.
Well, also, you aren't asking the same people the same things.
so word on the street.
All right. Damn. And what exactly were you asking about?
Basically similar with
Is the
What
same
is
thing
it?
everyone else is looking for?
Well, yeah, I already know that the pirates are doing something.
So you're trying to
I
figure out
believe,
what the pirates are doing?
yeah, I think that's also what Loudmouth's
Yeah.
thing was.
So you figure out pretty much the same thing Loudmouth figures out. But this time you're able to get it out of some people without murdering them and without getting caught, which is pretty good.
He's wearing a hood, they can't see his face.
Yeah, and you learn that the pirates are going to be launching a pretty big attack with what's left of their forces in the city within the next few weeks. No one really has an exact date because, believe it or not, they don't really hand those out regularly. But that is going to be happening soon. So now we will jump over to the consequences. The first consequence
No.
being no, there's no consequences. You forgot about those. A number of police vans are showing up to the base with a warrant of arrest for one Roxy Yerger. And Lisa is now being looked at by a number of pirates.
I get a piss.
Who would like to go first?
Before this happens.
Oh, no takers? No one wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay. So, you are now standing in front of a number of pirates. They appear to be armed. They don't appear very happy with your existence. And they have very obviously noticed you. What would you like to do?
I would like to read a No.
Yeah, you know what? You can read a situation for free.
Okay.
Either you're not leaving this scenario or this area right now, or you're going to be leaving in a body bag, as far as they're concerned. And there are also far more of them than there are of you.
Okay. I would
And
like-
given that they were talking about how they were gathering forces, there's a decent chance there are more of them in the area.
I would like to run.
Start throwing hands.
I would like to run.
Okay. You can start attempting to run. Do you have a run thing?
Get somewhere quickly.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're able to get mostly clear actually. You aren't entirely out of the fucking frying pan,
Mhm.
but you didn't land in the fire, which is quite good. So you are now fucking fleeing for your life. They seem quite content to try and murder you. They actually, it's interesting. They are firing at you, and trying to chase you down. However, they are also tell you that if you surrender, you will not be hurt. That's slightly undercut when you continue running and then one of them says "damn it" and attempts to shoot you. But I mean, going off of the Reed situation earlier, they do seem willing to let you surrender.
I would like to get out of this situation.
Yeah, you can continue trying to run.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue trying to run.
But
Are they
before
running
we-
away while on base?
Huh? No,
they
Lisa isn't
running
on
away?
base. Ludmouth's
Oh.
off base. However, now that they are fleeing from the situation, hey Grimoire,
Hmm.
you have some people showing up, and more. There appears to be a commotion outside of where you are currently chilling. And there appear to be some quite angry noises, and a lot of shouts of things like warrant and arrest.
Well,
something
it
about a
sounds
felony?
like it's something. It sounds like it's a time to start to pack up and bail.
Are they? Is it MPs or the police?
You guys are a mercenary company, so you don't really have MPs, but the closest you have appears to be arguing with the police. But a number of police are just shoving past onto the base, and they don't really seem
How are they
super
not getting
overcaring to
shot?
stop them. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, how are they not getting shot?
Because they're coming with an arrest warrant for someone who is currently in charge of the person causing a shitload of problems recently. So they don't really care if they're removed.
Yeah. So I think Roxy's going to try and slink off base.
Yeah, you can
Best
you can
she
try
can.
and you can try and flee. How would you like to do so?
Well, as tempting as it is to just go try and borrow my herd suit and just stealth my way out, because invisibility
gonna-
is a heck of a thing.
I will be honest with you. It doesn't take a genius to realize that putting on a hard suit isn't a 2-minute affair or a
Yeah.
20-second affair, and you don't have a ton of time.
So, yeah, I think we're gonna just go ahead and cause some chaos in the base. Have the lights flick off, and then just try and slink away.
Oh my god, you're making your situation worse.
Well, if to give you some Roxy backstory, Roxy and the freaking authorities don't really get along.
So
It's
just
kind of
having-
the thing that got her into problems in the first place, so this is dragging back some unpleasant memories. So this is the time to bail.
I would assume that is attempting hacker fix. I will let you hacker fix, but that will only be to give yourself an advantage on the escape. You will have to escape another way.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna do act unseen on unheard to try and get off base.
Yeah, that works. But you can hacker fix to do some fuckery.
Yeah, sure.
On the
I'm
way
not
out.
trying to like break anything. I'm just trying to momentarily
Yeah,
distract.
nothing destroyed. Just some things malfunction.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try it. Let's see if the dice decide to continue their act. Well, they start crawling back.
Yeah, that's all right. You'll get a singular advantage on your way out.
Well,
yeah, you're able
unnecessary at that point, but okay.
Yeah, you're able to get out.
Yeah,
Just
it turns
like
out playing the same game that she did on her way out the last time.
hey,
Still
if
works.
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So you have in fact escaped the base. There does appear to be a military cordon, not military, a police cordon, which is going to require a little bit of effort to get through. You can't really just flick some lights on and off in this scenario.
Yeah.
But we will now get back to Loudmouth. So Loudmouth, you're running, and you have at least got out of eyesight, people who are chasing you down. However, you're now in an area of the city that you can take a pretty good guess is not particularly happy to have you here. And you're going to need to get back to base.
I see. Let's see. Firstly, a Sidewinder.
Hello.
I have a problem.
And the
Which is that
stims
I-
go in.
Which is that I've been found out.
Mhm.
Very, very, very handily found out. So we may need to leave now.
And we shall.
In a body. How do you want to? How do we want to get out of here?
Enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
Well, right now my idea would be you just keep, I guess, using what is it?
Run away.
Get somewhere quickly. And in case any like small because I imagine Theo at the moment he's making some distance.
I mean, he's gotten away from the initial people, but now he has to get out of this section of the city, which, I mean, it's not hard to tell that there are going to be some more pirates around.
Yeah. Well, my point is he's going the distance. He's going for speed.
All right. So if we're going after that song, that also means he's all alone in his time of need, which makes you kind of a prick.
They split up.
Look, man, I only know that that one part. Like the rest
He's
of it just
going
like
the distance.
yeah.
He's going for speed. She is all alone in her time of need.
Reactor breach included.
So
That
how would you
sucks.
like to escape from this portion of the city?
Anyway, my point being is that basically just what is it? Intercept any small pirate groups that might notice Sidewinder.
Your objective
My nose sidewinder?
I mean that's
That's not the problem.
loudmouth. I mean, so while loudmouth.
So your plan for getting a loudmouth out of this portion of the city is to move
Fight
ahead
all
of
the
loudmouth
pirates.
and fucking throw down with all the pirates you find.
Well, more just follow loudmouth, and if any of them notice, just
Okay, so you
body
follow
check.
loudmouth and then throw down with all the pirates you find.
Well, I mean, like I don't think it's going to be a fucking massive group. It's probably going to be smaller skirmishes actually on the search.
No,
Am
that's
I
true.
right? Or yeah.
But putting it that way isn't nearly as funny.
Yeah, no, true. It's a lot more funny just to be like, oh, hey, look, you run to like a fucking parade of pirates. They have a little float and everything.
So you are going to basically be acting as a rear guard or escort for loudmouth then? Is what it sounds like?
Oh, yeah, I guess that would be a good way to, like, I'm not sure exactly how I would put it.
We'll go with escort
Sure.
in this case. If loudmouth is hampered in some way, you can attempt to assist.
Yeah.
Loudmouth, how would you like to leave the city? Or this portion of the city? Hey, you can also leave the city if you wanted.
Time to head out and survive.
Farewell.
I'm heading out, boys.
Hmm. Survive at them. I don't know.
I mean, you could survive in this scenario. You are in a hostile part of the city.
Just like move slowly, hiding.
Go
Survive
to
would be more of moving and kind of accepting that there's a decent chance you aren't going to get there entirely unseen, but you'll get there alive and in one piece.
Could I try and survive by going through the sewers?
Sure. Why not? I like the idea. I'll give you an advantage.
Alright, I will go through the sewers.
If you fail, then you fail to find some sewers and you get caught. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, no, the sewers are like a second home, I guess. And you are going to smell like shit, but you do successfully make it out of that section of the city. Does Sidewinder follow you down there?
You never know. There might be gators down there.
All right. You know what, Sidewinder? There's a gator. Roll me a fucking fist to face.
This is when I'm gonna roll a fucking like -5 somehow.
Before more enemies arrive.
This ring gonna roll a 23.
Do, 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 do.
By God,
God!
you fucking killed the gator.
You wrestled them, Gator.
And
Luke, just pick him up and
Loudmouth surviving,
Break it,
and
break it on your knee.
and they fucking a gator comes up behind Loudmouth, and Loudmouth doesn't even know, and then oh my God, it's Sidewinder with a German suplex.
Ugh. You ever guys played like God of War, right? Or like seen stuff about it?
I
Yeah,
have.
You know when like just Kratos just like rips a jaw off? Just
yeah, with the fucking werewolf enemies from New God of War.
yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going the second you said God of War. I was like, yep,
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, you have successfully murderated a sewer gator, and you guys successfully get out of that portion of the city. You still smell like shit.
Mhm.
And Sidewinder is now covered in blood as well. But you have successfully escaped the situation. Hey, Grimoire, how do you plan to get past the police cordon?
Mm,
And Circuit, what are you doing in this? Are you just vibing?
I imagine I'm about to be dealing with the police.
probably.
So
I mean, are you still like sitting where Grimoire was, where you're just vibing together?
not anymore.
Because-
I'm probably just gonna walk out of the building before they get there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the gas station.
You're gonna go to the.
Snack.
What are you playing yourself?
I'm gonna go to the gas station and get some snacks.
As a note, you guys don't necessarily know that Grimoire is the one who is being arrested.
You
It's
know,
just the
this-
police have come on. Well, Grimoire, you have a pretty good idea.
Well, that
You're right.
Even
I
if,
just
even if
watched
she
the
doesn't
Grimoire-
know, this is just Grimoire reacting to
Yeah.
someone is coming here looking for people. It might be me. Frick that.
Yeah. So Circuit, from what you see, you hear police have shown up and are coming to arrest someone based off of a felony charge.
And
Grimoire
Grimoire just fucking
proceeds to
Deuce.
fuck with some wiring. All the lights start flickering, and then Grimoire takes off. Like,
Yeah.
you notice the lights start flickering, and you look back, and Grimoire isn't there anymore.
I'm gonna go to the gas station and get some food and chill up. And go sit on the sidewalk for a bit.
All right.
You want to head to the
Yeah,
gym?
you fucking start going, start leaving the barracks, and you are accosted by the police of, do you know where one fucking Roxy Yerger is? Or Jurger? How do you pronounce it?
I pronounce it Yerger.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Know where Roxy Yerger is?
Yeah, like
Uh,
German Yerger. So
No, last time I seen them, they're sitting in a chair. Then they're gone. I can't help you.
I'm assuming they have like a picture or something around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is where it's also like, hey, aren't you supposed to be on their team?
I don't know.
Circus
just
just
got
like,
here.
why did I join their
I'm
team?
gonna, we're,
So
we're
many
gonna take you in for
decisions.
questioning
Why?
because you're associated with the person who we're trying to find.
I'm not associating with them. I just arrived here.
I know you're on the same team, my guy. It's not like the fucking teams are hidden to outsiders.
Look, I'm just a new guy.
They are going to attempt to place you under arrest. Well, not under
For
arrest.
what?
They're going to attempt to take you in for questioning. You can attempt to resist or run if you so choose.
Hmm.
How is our
How
like
fast-
barracks and stuff set up? By the way, just
How are
Yeah.
your barracks set up?
yeah, like well, the barracks and then the police cordon. Is it like our one barracks and then there are other buildings like away from it, and they're only circling that one barracks, or
No, they're you guys kind of have a base that you are in now.
yeah,
And they would have circled like the base.
all right.
Uh,
Well, I'm not gonna bother trying to escape the police cordon. I'm just gonna get lost in the base then.
yeah. All right.
Just go, dig around in the wire tunnels and other stuff.
Sure. I mean, how much have you been exploring this base?
If it has stuff to do with tech, probably all of that stuff. But otherwise, not too much. Like, she probably doesn't know the, like, corridors all that well, but the ways to, like, get around, like, the mech bay and then back to the barracks without having to see other people, she probably knows that pretty well.
I'll say you can do just a normal act unseen and unheard, or
Alright.
unheard.
Just try and get lost. Make them waste
Yeah.
their time. Wow. Freaking
So you go.
one.
I know what to do.
So
I'll get lost, and you
yeah.
turn
I
a
just have
corner. You're like,
question.
they'll never expect, and there's a police officer fucking standing there. I guess there'd be two police officers in pairs. What's the question?
So I can. Is it possible for me to read the situation while they're walking up to me? Because I imagine they just caught me as I was walking out of the barracks.
Yeah, they caught you as you're walking out of the barracks.
And this isn't our version of EMPs; it's just random police, right?
Yeah, I mean they appear to be like they aren't shitter police. They aren't like beat cops. There appear to be some SWAT because they do recognize that the person they're bringing in could be dangerous. But the SWAT do not appear to be leading the way, at least, which is something.
So, would I be able to tell whether or not they're just a normal cops or whether they're corrupt cops with Reed? Or no?
You could try.
Mhm.
I'll say you'll get a disadvantage. There isn't really much to really
What is
give it
disadvantage?
away. You just get a negative d6 on.
How do I add that to the roll?
So when you click to roll, I believe there's a thing that lets you do it.
Is it the other sources?
Yeah, other sources, go to the one on the right and do +1.
Okay.
The two that are talking to you don't appear to be outwardly corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be doing their jobs.
Is it possible for I could talk my way out of this? Them taking me in?
You can try. How are you going to do so?
What does it mean by direct action and presence of will? Is presence of will just intimidating? Like, don't fucking grab me?
Yeah, it would be like it'd basically be kind of threatening them. Be like, if you try and take me in, I'm going to fuck you up. Things like that. Well, no, because threat is its own thing. It's more of like just trying to force them to back down. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure this is the best idea?
Alone, you know I'm not in this situation. I'm just trying to get food.
Yeah, it's basically like trying to force them to back down, just short of threatening to fucking break their nose.
Yeah, I'll try it out. Just to more of a leave me the fuck alone, please. I'm not even
I'll
associated with this.
I'll let you make an attempt at that.
Again, quick, just threaten them with legal action.
They Basically, say that they will get you on charges of obstructing justice if you don't come with them.
Fine, I'll go with them. That didn't cause problems. I just got here.
And then you stumble and they go, he's not trying to go. Obstruction of justice. Yes. So you are now going with them. Hey, Roxy, you've just walked around a corner and you see 2 police officers who are now staring at you. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess the only thing at this point is we're going to attempt to stay cool. Just look like confused.
Just pretend like you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, basically. I mean, at this point, the only other
Are
option
you
is
just trying to
hopefully
just
shoot them
act
both.
natural?
Yeah, basically,
It's
it's
like,
the
yeah,
act
I have to
natural.
be here. Howdy, boys, and just walk right past.
Yeah, basically.
You know what?
Is she good at it? No.
Yeah, you can make an attempt at that. Let's see how natural Roxy is. Pretty fucking natural,
more natural
actually.
than I thought. I mean,
so
she has gotten some practice.
Yeah, so you walk past them. They look at you. They give you a nod. You're meant to be there. They keep going. They turn the corner, and then you hear one of them say, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, that's the ducking into side room moment.
You're not out of the woods yet. You can attempt to hide again if you so choose.
Yeah.
Or you can attempt to flee. It is up to you.
No, I'm not making it through a police cordon without freaking bashing my way through, and that's not her style. So we're gonna keep trying to get lost.
We
Unless I
could
can
technically try and
slip
sneak
out.
through a police cordon, but
Yeah, but I've already gone back inside the base at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try again. See how this goes. Mm-hmm. Better, but not any better.
You hear them say, "Wait a minute," and you go, "I need somewhere to hide," and you just duck into the first room, and they just straight follow you. They hear the door closing behind you. So you're now in a room. Those two are at the door. I mean, I guess you have ducked into a building, so you're now in like a corridor, and those two are now at the door. And they appear to be radioing for someone. What would you like to do?
I mean, what is in this building that I just ducked into?
Fucking. Let's see. You were in the barracks. You tried to leave. You probably just ducked into like a second barracks. You ducked into the officers' barracks.
Hmm. Well, I guess while I'm here, I'm gonna go try and find an officer quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Are you just trying to grab a random room of an officer? Or are you like going to the main meeting room and praying that someone's there?
I mean, if there's just an officer like anywhere very close nearby, just ask if there's something going on, and then if there isn't, we're hoping for the best.
Not that you can see. There isn't like one in the hallway with you. You could guess that any officers like who don't have something they're doing, like they aren't planning for anything, are probably outside trying to see what the hell's going on themselves.
Yeah, let's just
so your best bet would be
head for the big room.
Yeah.
And hope for the best at this point.
So I'm assuming you just, upon seeing that you're alone in the room with them, you just fucking turn and take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there is like a mechanical like door opener thing or some such, then Roxy will just pull out the pistol and freaking blast it. But other than that, just bolting.
There is, but like it would be like down the hall next to them.
Yeah.
So you could try and take a shot at it, but
yeah, no, she's not that good.
If you miss badly, you're gonna shoot one of them, and that's gonna open a pretty big fucking can of worms.
Yeah, no, she doesn't want to freaking murder them. So
once that cat's out of the bag, there's no putting it back in.
Yeah, we're just gonna bolt.
Yeah, and I guess if you have anything for moving quickly, you can roll me that to see if they manage to catch up and tackle you before you get to the main room because you are a fucking scrawny scientist.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have nothing.
Don't
I
really
just gotta
strike
roll
me
grit.
as the sprinter type, if I'm honest.
Nope. Well, this is above a 10.
Yeah, I'll say you managed to run your way to the like main planning room, and you open the door, and as you open the door, you and a police officer go fucking sprawling to the ground as you are spear tackled. Let's see if anyone's actually in the room. Would you like high or low?
Sure, why not? We'll go high.
All right. Would you like to roll for yourself, or would you like me to roll for you?
Nah, go ahead and roll. I
All
want to
right.
see.
You want high.
Yeah, that's how I figured that was gonna go.
The room appears to be empty.
Well,
Uh,
at this point, I think we're just going to abandon all hope.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
Can I? Well, I don't think they would allow me to freaking just do that. That would be
That's a shame,
insane.
actually, because there was a 2/3 chance on that one. You just barely missed it.
Aw. Yep. I guess I will at least ask what exactly I'm being charged for while I'm being freaking cuffed.
You don't have to roll for this one. These people don't really give a shit about proper procedure.
Yeah.
They are not answering you. And yeah, as you said, you are being cuffed.
Mhm.
And they will take pretty much all your equipment away from you, including the bag with your funny casket.
Yeah, I'm going to highly recommend they don't do that.
Would you like to roll me any type of persuasion?
That's going to be a grit. Must
All
stay
right.
cool, I guess, is basically the only mental thing I got.
I mean, I guess it depends how you're trying to suggest it. If you're like, you shouldn't do that,
Yeah.
and you seem obviously panicked, stay cool isn't going to work. If you are trying
Yeah,
to
no.
like calmly explain,
Yeah, no. Roxy is going to try and channel that.
the panic.
Staring down a bomb in the face and having to freaking quickly and efficiently turn it off.
All right.
And just kind of quietly say, "You really want to leave that with me? If it gets loose, I have no way to tell what it will do. With me, it has a lesser chance of that."
You know, go ahead and roll me a stay cool. You are going to get disadvantage on this though, because you are trying to convince them to leave something that you have just admitted is dangerous with you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I gotta get you. Wow, even with that.
Damn.
And that was with a max disadvantage.
Yeah. So they appear to look at each other. Well, they don't appear to. They look at each other. One of them shakes their head slightly, and they leave it on. But they do peek at what it is, and neither one seems particularly happy about it.
Yeah, the words
Would
"do
you-
not stare into the aperture" come to mind.
Yeah. And in fact, they started taking away from you despite you, and then they looked inside, saw, and then they seemed pretty eager almost to let you fucking keep that thing. It's almost like they don't want to touch it. That's weird.
Yeah.
But they do take the rest of your equipment, whatever you have on you.
Yeah.
And
Well, they can try and take away the cybernetics, but that's kind of hard.
you say that. They got a crowbar.
They have to take my head for that, then.
Okay. Didn't ask.
Well, then I'm just going to unleash Soul and see what happens if I'm going to die.
Hey, Soul isn't really plugged into anything. There's not a lot. Well, so there's not a lot they can do. They can kind of fuck with reality.
Yeah.
But no,
If they want to
tie
take
you
out
up.
my head, then we get to see what happens when Soul goes full crazy. Because we're hitting
There's
the button.
one thing that is you can tell pretty quickly, hey, this isn't exactly normal when they fucking put a bag over your head.
Yeah.
And they take you off base.
Can I just send a little like nav marker to Circuit at the very least?
Yeah, you can send that marker to Circuit.
It's
So Circuit, while
not
you
like
are
I
being
need
put in the
anything.
back of a police cruiser, you get a nav marker. And you both are taken to, well, Circuit. You know you're taken to the police station, and you also know that Grimoire appears to be taken to the police station. At which point the nav marker stops working inside of the police station. They don't really like outbound signals. Who could have guessed?
Mhm.
Sidewinder and Loudmouth. Hey, you make it back to base. A lot of commotion going on. That's weird.
Whew.
Especially since Sidewinder wasn't involved this time.
Well, that's fine. Our compatriots are always safe doing something safe, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's always This time I got to kill something.
Yeah, incredibly, things went well with us.
You are now up to 1 kill with word on the street and 1 kill with face to face.
Yes, well the kill is a gator, but
Yeah, it still counts as 1.
yeah. I'm now wearing its head as a hat.
It smells like shit. And so do you.
Oh. Oh no, I'm not. I just anyway.
Yeah,
Just
so you
saw
guys
the
are
gator.
back at base, and there appears to be quite the commotion.
Well, let's go find our friends and tell them what we found out.
Sounds good.
Which is, I've actually completely blanked on what I found out.
Well, that's
We
a
learned
shame,
about
'cause I'm not repeating.
the raid.
We found out
Yeah.
about the raid. Okay.
Big
Yeah.
pirate coming in the next couple of weeks.
Did they specify a target or no?
They would have talked about a number of strong points they were planning on hitting, but it's mainly like the normal shit. Like we're gonna hit fucking what's wrong? The Red Vipers. We're gonna hit the main military base. We're gonna hit power stations. The only place that you didn't hear they were going to hit was that would be surprising is the police station.
That's kind of weird. Let's go.
Wonder why that is.
Yeah.
So you guys successfully make it back to your barracks. Your party members aren't there.
Hey, Loudmouth, did you record that me fighting that gator?
I was too busy face first on the ground,
Uh.
having been hit in the head with a gator.
No, you weren't. It wasn't trying to attack you. It didn't manage to. Unless you wanted to have, I guess.
I was more thinking that he just slammed the gator into me and that killed it, but
That is fucking hilarious. Sure. You now have a concussion.
We've been contracted to burn it to the ground and leave nothing left to be used by hostile forces. Good hunting.
So yeah, just looking around for our friends. Just
Yeah, it does not take much to learn. They both appear to have been arrested. Actually, they wouldn't. No one would know that Grimoire was arrested. It would have been on the cams had they not been on the fritz. That happened. But Grimoire is gone, and Circuit was arrested or taken into custody. Also, you smell like shit. You hear that quite a bit.
I'm covered in blood.
Also, holy shit, stop fucking getting into fights for the love of God. Our reputation plummets more every day. Oh, it's not yours? Oh, whatever. It wasn't a person? Who cares? Fucking go take a shower.
Okay, so Theo, I refer to you as the head of reason, or the voice of reason.
The head of reason.
Yes. We're now Hydra.
okay.
But I'm wondering what you think, because my funny is just going to the Red Vipers and informing them of the information that we've got. That they're going to be attacked, and about the police.
Sure.
Unless you think go to the other day would
Should
be
you-
our what? Hello?
Never mind, I can't talk.
Oh.
Actually, you get your one call. Who do you want to make it to?
Can I call the commander?
Yeah, I was gonna say the commander.
Yeah, can I call the commander? Tell him I just got taken by the police for no reason.
Yeah. So you call them and they go, "I'm in a meeting. What is this about?"
The police have restrained me and taken me to their office for no reason. I don't
They
even know why I'm
what?
here. They came over the base and just took me.
And after that, you hear what sounds like a chair skittering across a floor, as well as something that sounds suspiciously like a laptop being thrown against a wall, and then it hangs up.
Oh yeah. So Theo, what is your idea, or what would you vote for?
I mean, it sounds like. Wait, so did we heard that one friend got arrested?
Yeah, you heard
I'm not
that.
arrested.
Yeah,
They're being detained.
as far as they know, or as far as the base knows or cares, you have been arrested. So Circuit is in police custody, in whatever way you deem fit to say, and Grimoire has disappeared.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Grimoire has disappeared. I mean, Grimoire's a safe person, right? Like, one thing we know about Grimoire is, they get us out of trouble, not into trouble, right?
That's true. And the new guy, I mean, we don't really know much about him, so
Yeah.
maybe he's like me.
On the other hand, Grimoire would probably like to know this.
Never gets old.
So why don't we tell the Red Vipers, and on our way we can try and get in contact with Grimoire.
So are you trying to call the Red Vipers, or are you going to them directly?
I think going to him directly would be the funny option.
Well, it's also your only option, because if you try and call them, they will not answer.
Yeah.
Just instant hang up.
That's it, Commander. You completely destroyed this area. Great work.
So,
Get to the evac.
fucking crap. So you guys go to meet the Red Vipers. So you pull up to the gate, in the vomit van, because that's the only vehicle that you guys are allowed to drive, because I think it's funny. And upon seeing the van, they point a number of guns at you and tell you in no uncertain terms to fuck the hell off. They don't want to deal with your bullshit today.
Okay. Stay in the car.
Oh, I'm just gonna
Stay in the
okay.
car.
Nor gets out, gets fucking shot by a mech, dies instantly.
I will gingerly step out of the car.
Well, you aren't shot immediately, so that's good. I assume you have your hands up.
Yes, I have my hands up. I don't have
Yeah,
a
checks
weapon
out.
on me. Even if I did, it would be it's a knife.
Yeah. So, upon seeing that you are in fact not Sidewinder, a few of them will not. Well, none of them will aim weapons at you. They'll still keep weapons aimed towards the van, but one of them will wave you forward.
Okay.
And at about 6 feet, they will tell you to stop.
I will stop.
What do you want?
So we listened into some
Well, out with it.
pirates. We were listening into some pirates, and we thought that you might want to know that they're planning a raid in the next couple weeks, and you were one of the targets.
I suppose you have any, I don't know, evidence to substantiate this claim from people who aren't exactly trustworthy.
He's in the car.
Uh-huh. And you drove him here. How convenient.
That is true. I cannot deny that I did drive him here.
If you don't have any evidence, leave and take the maniac with you.
I'll be right back.
Do I have any evidence? I don't know if I like things are recorded regularly when you're just like sneaking about.
I mean, I'll leave it up to you. Were you recording?
No.
Okay, then no, you don't have any evidence.
Well,
Unless you were like actively recording, then it's not like you really have an auto record thing.
I got a pretty good roll. I feel like I just would have happened to be recording.
That is. All right, were you recording?
I feel like possibly, yeah. I mean, like to get actual evidence, or just
You got
something,
22. Sure,
Yeah.
you can say that you were recording. Case.
or just something. That's what is it?
You'll have a recording. Well, actually, yours was all gathered through hearsay, though.
Word on the street. Well, I guess I'm not sure. What would be,
Yeah.
just something
you
of
can-
substance.
You wouldn't really have anything of substance. You could present like a
Mhm.
number of the things you heard that corroborate each other. And then like try to convince them, but you wouldn't have any hard evidence like a loudmouth would have if they were recording.
Hmm.
Just due to the nature of how you gathered your information.
Okay, sure. If Loudmouth wants to try to make that case, or the other funnier option,
Is loudmouth there?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
yeah, Loudmouth is the one who drove.
Well, no,
So
yeah. Okay, forehead.
yeah,
I meant
that's
because fucking Theo wasn't talking or saying anything.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
here. Sorry, I was listening. I don't know.
You could try to present what Sidewinder gathered and try to convince them. You'll have an advantage if you do.
Sure. I will present it in a neutral, like, here is information. I won't mention who gathered it.
Here is what we managed to get. Here's what the team managed to gather.
Yeah.
Are you gonna mention that Sidewinder, fall like a gator, and it was like super awesome?
Are you going to mention that?
I don't think that's why. I'm not gonna mention that.
Okay, good. You would have lost your advantage for mentioning him. So I guess, I mean, yours would be in this case a grit with an advantage. They fucking eye you up. They're squinting real hard. They do not seem very pleased. And then they fucking sigh and tell you that they'll handle it, and wave you off, and start making a call. They don't look particularly happy, but they do appear to be listening.
All right. We did it.
Which, as far as they're concerned, is probably more than you deserve.
Look, Theo, I'm doing it. I'm healing nature. The
They
red
shoot you.
vipers. They're healing.
They put a sniper rifle round through the fucking windshield, killing you instantly. All right. And now where are you guys headed?
I guess we're gonna start looking for Grimoire, I think.
For Grimoire. How do you plan to go about looking for Grimoire?
It's probably gonna start out with just like asking people, hey, see what happened to Grimoire?
So, like on base or on the street?
On base. And
Alright, so
then
you
I
can drive back to
imagine
base.
as it becomes like weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
or
First,
like-
let's
Go ahead.
Here,
let's do some circuit shit. Namely, hey, Circuit, you're
though,
now in an interrogation room.
Looks like we found the place, Commander.
It's quick here.
Mercenary Lance. I'm the
That's a no.
council president.
All right, what are you guys
I
saying?
actually think,
We're happy to see
yeah,
you.
I think he said he was gonna be right back or something.
Clear right now.
I was gonna say, word on the street on the base.
Sure.
Word
You
on
can try and do a
the
war on the street on the base.
on the streets of the base.
Yeah.
Any modifiers or no?
Disadvantage. People don't like you,
Oh, okay.
especially you. Fight.
Okay.
Part of your fucking team.
Mm.
You not keep track of your members?
It's your
What, do you
turn,
not
Theo.
keep track of your members? Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking
Yeah.
wonderful.
Dude,
What
I've been
I
in the sewers. I'm only keeping track of one dude, one real G.
I'm back at this point.
Welcome back.
Oh, maybe it was Mitchell that I thought went away.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The session's probably gonna be ending pretty soon, and I'm gonna have quite a few questions to ask you over the interim time, Mitchell.
Yeah, figured.
Yeah. This is not how I planned this session to go, if you couldn't have guessed.
Mhm.
But, you know,
This is why I suggested, hey, pay
No
when you do
plans
the
to-
book.
contact with Knore, or in that one.
Hey, look, I think I've scored net even during the session.
How?
Well, let's see. First, I got into a funny car chase.
Uh-huh. That's a
and,
negative.
Screwed a lot of things up, but we
that's a
got
big
a
negative.
decent amount of evidence.
That evidence was gotten by 2 other members of the party at the same time. One of which is with
He
you.
was nearby.
All right. I'll give you a half a point for that.
Adjacency
Well, I was going to say
bonus.
that I got the evidence without getting in trouble.
True,
I got
but
a
the evidence
22.
was still gotten by a bunch of other people, so it's only half a point. That you are slightly in the negative.
I did something really badass. Natural 20, Gator.
That, unfortunately, that does not increase their standing with the rest of the fucking group.
Oh, no,
That's
I was just
negative.
saying that was pretty just cool. I did that, yeah.
If we're like measuring by standing, he started the game with everyone not liking him, and we ended the game with everyone not liking him. So it really was a net neutral, right?
Well, they don't like him more.
That's fair.
Because not only did he fucking into a car chase, for a time, he fucking just ruined the reputation of the whole group because he fucking strangled somebody in a back alley.
Well, no.
That's just fake news.
To be fair, it is kind of fake news.
I mean, yeah, it's partially. Except for the
Yeah.
fact where he did actually strangle that guy.
Yeah.
To be fair, he was a pirate sympathizer or something.
That is true.
Mhm.
He at least knew something about the pirates.
Yes. And to be fair, it is I guess we found evidence to corroborate that, that they are planning something. Actually, what led to that? Like, what did Mitchell do during the downtime? The last one,
What
not this
Mitchell
one.
doing the
I
downtime?
just got
Yeah.
focused on the first downtime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got focused.
Yeah.
Welcome back, quick.
What's the situation now?
What did you do, quick, on the first downtime?
What do you mean? Like, which first downtime? The one from the first day or the second day?
The one where I got into the car chase. What did you do during that day?
I checked how everyone around us felt about us.
Oh, okay. So if you think about it, Peyton, I led into the investigation of the pirates.
Fucking Coparter. So, quick, you are now currently in a interrogation cell.
Okay.
Interrogation room. They're asking you a lot of questions about your current team. Questions you don't really have the answer for because you just met them.
All right.
Like, hey, who the fuck is Grimoire?
I don't fucking know.
Where are they?
I don't know. I told the cops who got me this. I just got here.
You're a known associate of Grimoire. Where is she?
I don't know. She walked away.
How much does she know? Well, no,
How
they
would
won't
I
ask how
know?
much does she know. Let's see. They'd ask why she was fucking around in police databases.
How would I know? I don't look on her computer.
I assume that this is just how the rest of the conversation is going to go, with them asking questions, you giving answers that are basically "fuck off, leave me alone."
Yeah. How the fuck
Yeah.
am I supposed to know?
What is Grimoire's favorite color?
So after, I don't know, like 15 minutes of this back and forth where you're giving them nothing and they're getting more and more frustrated, you hear a bunch of shouting from down the corridor. And you see your fucking the leader of the mercenary crew in full fucking kit, in a Caliban, walking down the fucking hallway. At which point they get to the door, knock very politely, and one of the detectives in the room slowly gets up, opens the door, and goes, "Oh." At which point the leader leans in and says, "If you don't give me my fucking soldier back, I'm going to kill everyone in this place."
Even me.
Within the next 2 minutes, you are outside.
Does he get a lollipop?
Does he get a lollipop? Who? Circuit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the way out, you know how like waiting rooms will have that fucking thing full of candy?
Yeah.
They just grab that in their big fucking Caliban fist and just drop it into Circuit's hands. And then fucking start heading back to base.
I want to drop it in the middle of their floor.
Just fucking scatter it. You just look there and go, no strawberry, and then just fucking beam it into the floor as hard as you can.
Lick it once so it sticks.
Just sticker in the wall as they walk out.
You are now a free man. The doors to the precinct have been busted open. There appear to be multiple other mechs outside. All of them friendly. There's a lot of police outside who appear to be shitting their fucking pants. But you're a free man. Grimoire isn't with you, though. And I believe the other two are still looking for Grimoire and finding fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do now, quick?
I will tell the commander, you can easily see everything in the cameras. I did nothing. I just got apprehended.
Cameras were fucked. But
God damn.
the warrant wasn't for you, so shrug. Drug in a Caliban. So a lot of metal screeching. Or not really screeching. A lot of metal on metal, though.
Let's just say thanks everyone and continue going back to base.
Yeah. You are offered a ride by a Lancaster.
I will hop on.
Yeah. Congrats. You're now back at base, with the rest of the party still asking around after your missing party member.
Hello.
And that is where we're going to end the question, because I have some things I need to do with Mitchell now. Because there are some things that can change quite a lot depending on how this this captivity goes, shall we say. So thank you for coming to the session, everyone. I apologize it was a little bit short, only 2.5 hours. But fucking Christ.
Oh, that's good. I need to wake up in like 6 hours, so.
Yeah, easy. It makes me feel better. If I want to get 8 hours of sleep, I need to go to bed in 45 minutes.
Uh,
I won't.
true.
But that is the end of the session.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
Thank you for playing, everyone.
Alrighty.
I will be in contact with you, Mitchell, shortly. I just need to figure out some of the fucking shit that's going to happen. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
See you all in 2 weeks,
Mhm.
where will hopefully be the end of this act, which was supposed to end today.
Oh no. I think
What?
Steven's becoming a fucking toad
A
in the
toad?
D&D thing.
It wasn't becoming a toad. It was becoming a toad mancer, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Oh, I was wondering because he has Dick Ripley's.
Oh no, Gripplies are frog people.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering because he had toad liquor in his languages.
Funny.
Mhm.
I don't know if he's actually becoming a Gripply. I just have a feeling.
Also, I'll stand by every action I did. It is my cross to bear.
You're gonna stand by what? Yeah, they're all your fucking cross to bear. You did them all.
Mhm. It was for the greater good.
I'm gonna join back in the other chat for the
Yeah.
D&D thing. All right, I'll see you all in a couple
Yep.
weeks.
See ya.
Peace.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
Good luck. Don't die.
Yep.
That was a fucking session.
Mhm.